It's the most productive day of the week.
God.
That's what we call Tuesday. Good morning and welcome. This is Wake Up Nigeria. Tuesdays, for me, they are the day. Because after Monday, after the hustle and the bustle, you can get to start outlining things, putting things together, and get excited because this is a beautiful Tuesday edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
And of course, all things in its time is beautiful, and Tuesdays remain the best opportunity to start the week the right way after Monday.
All right. Just make more of yourself, spend less time trying to impress people,
Yeah.
and of course, it will all turn out good.
The little things we definitely do today are the great things that happen tomorrow. So keep stacking up every brick, right? And you definitely end up with a mansion. Yeah, even if it's Lego.
Somebody have been a bricklayer in another life?
Maybe.
But hey, come on. This is going to be a wonderful Tuesday edition. My name is Mike Mesikero.
And I am Winfrey Agbelesha. Now remember, you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
The mobile app is the place where you can watch us live anywhere you are across the world. You can download it on the Google Play Store or the iOS Store.
Yes, of course. You can also watch us on GOTV channel 16 and UHF channel 49. And StarTimes, of course, on channel 121.
Our social media handles, it is all TVC Entertainment _ Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC to interact with us. You can also watch us live on YouTube and X.
Yes, of course. And now let's get into what we have stacked up for you today. We have Sheyi Kenny, whose native name is Oluwa Sheyi Kende, and his name is Ezekiel, who's probably known and fondly called TSK, which stands for the acronym derived from Dr. Sheyi Kende. All right. He is an associate professor in the music unit of the Department of Creative Arts, University of Lagos, the chairman of Culture and Ethics for the University of Lagos. His areas of specialization are musicology, jazz music, technology, choral music, band, studio, and performance. It's going to be an interesting conversation.
Ochuko Prudence Daniel will be here with us for this morning's parenting session, and the topic for today is going to be quite interesting. We're going to be looking at we're going to be exploring arts and arts education and development in children.
Professor Badari Sunday Adewale is a Commonwealth registered acupuncturist. He has actually been here a while, and definitely he's going to be having a really interesting conversation with us, talking about alternative to common medicine.
Yeah, that's Miss Eziani that you're looking at, not the acupuncturist. She made this viral video, which I'm going to really love to talk to her about. Maybe she spent like a decade. That's the video. Wonderful, wonderful. We'll be talking to this content creator and of course actress on her doings. She's got the steez.
And for musical performance, we have Rachel Enuma, who is also known as Hepzibah, who is a Nigerian music minister. Hepzibah is known for her passionate, excellent, and anointed singing, a worshiper at heart and in deeds. She's been singing in the choir for over 15 years. She'll be here to serenade us. Definitely can't wait for that performance.
Lagos Olori, known as Olalikon Emeka Taiwo, will be here with us, developed musically at an early age, listening to music, and of course signed to DMW in 2023 after an impressive feature on the song Picasso of the Timeless album. We'll be here to have a discussion with him.
Action!
Yeah. Oh man. So last night, was an interesting night. I don't know. Has it felt like it's more stuffy?
Stuffy, more
Yes.
stuffy. Not from where I am, no.
It seems like the atmosphere around, maybe it's around where I am, it's more stuffy. And you know, at different times I've spoken about climate change and how the weather has changed in different parts of the world, like how it was 10 years ago, when the way the rain falls now, you have more frequent rainfall than it would be in other years, and will be warm at different times. You know, so when it comes to climate change, I think it's something that, yes, policies would have to do. The people, we can do as much as we want to do. But policies will have to do. But then we'd have to understand that a lot of what we're seeing, which is different from how it was when we were growing up, is due to the effects of climate change.
Of course, I was actually having this conversation with someone yesterday, and we're talking about how, I mean, the person was asking me, did it rain this much last year? I'm like, no, it actually didn't, because I know last year rains, we didn't have so much rain last year, which can also explain. But then again, you know, just as you're saying, climate change, where a lot of things are changing. And but I think what is important for me to actually note at this point is a lot of people are getting a flu and getting a cold, and the cold is recurring. I had a friend and all that. I had to literally advise her to literally dry clean all the stuff she can, get the dehumidifiers to literally reduce the moisture, the water content in your air.
What's the dehumidifier, babe? Where you very figure
that? That's the way you put it outside. Go draw the water inside the container.
Now outside you put her.
Now inside your house you put her.
I told you throw her outside. I bet you'll find one for me. You can be like, now what I need now.
Actually.
All right, let's take a look at what the weather will be like.
Yeah. Thank you for staying with us. My name is Winfrey Agbelishi, and it is time for the news. We are starting with developments in Borno State. Vice President Kashim Shettima has visited victims of the Gwaza twin suicide bomb attack who are receiving treatment at the Borno State Specialist Hospital, Maiduguri, to sympathize with them and assure them of support from the federal government. TVC News senior reporter Jesse Tafida has details.
It's been 2 days since victims of the Gwaza bomb attacks were brought to the State Specialist Hospital, Maiduguri. Today, the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, is here alongside top government officials in the state to see how the victims are recovering. He personally interacted with the patients here. The Vice President is clearly saddened by the incident and assured of the federal government's support to take care of the victims.
The House of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is with the victims, and he specifically instructed us to come and offer our condolences and commiserations to the victims of this incident. We are here with the Director General of NEMA, and the Acting Governor have been working round the clock to provide succor and support to the victims.
The Vice President disclosed that about 32 deaths have been recorded from the attack.
So far, we have recorded 32 deaths, and I want to use this forum to most sincerely register our profound gratitude to the Borno State government, to National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and the State Emergency Management Agency and ICRC for rising up to the challenges of the times and giving their best.
The VP assured of plans by the Tinubu-led government of forestall future occurrence and guarantee the safety of lives and property. At the moment, the death toll has risen to over 30. 16 were discharged, while 26 are responding to treatment. Normalcy has since returned to Gwaza town, with security operatives on patrol and residents going about their lawful business. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
Moving on, Senator Kabiru Marafa has announced the revival of his faction within the All Progressives Congress in Zamfara State. This move comes in response to the exclusion of himself and his followers from a recent APC meeting. Mr. Marafa, who met with his followers in Kaduna State, emphasized the persistent division within the party and the impact of political infightings on the APC's performance in the state. He also expressed concerns over the state's ongoing insecurity and the need for grassroots mobilization to strengthen his faction's presence.
Us in the APC, now we want to assert ourselves. So that is exactly what I said. I've instructed my followers to reincarnate or to re-establish our faction from polling booth unit, to state level, because that is what the leaders of APC want. So we are fully aware of the implications and everything, but we are quite conversant with the road. We have been on that path, in the past, and we know.
And on the foreign scene, the U.S. Supreme Court rules former presidents are entitled to absolute immunity from prosecution for official acts taken while in office, but have no immunity for unofficial acts. The landmark decision means the federal election interference case against Donald Trump will return to a lower court, which will then decide how to apply this ruling. The trial in that case was postponed pending a ruling on the immunity claim and will now likely be delayed further. Prosecutors in that case allege Trump pressured officials to reverse the 2020 election result and sought to exploit the Capitol riot on 6 January 2021 in an effort to stay in power. The Supreme Court ruled 6-3 with Justice Sonia Sotomayor among those opposing the decision. She said she did so with fear for our democracy, and the president is now a king above the law. And over to sports. Substitute Radal Kolomwani scored with 5 minutes left to send two-time winners France through to the quarterfinals of Euro 2024 on Monday after beating a disappointing Belgium 1-0. With the game looking like it was headed for the extra time, Kolomwani picked up a ball from N'Golo Kante and fired a shot that deflected off Jean Vertonghen past keeper Kian Castles. France will meet the winner of Monday's match between Portugal and Slovenia in the quarterfinals in Hamburg on Friday. Elsewhere, after seeing a long success streak ended in the group stage, Portugal will aim to prove their credentials when they meet Slovenia today. Meanwhile, UEFA has launched investigations into England midfielder Jude Bellingham over a potential violation of the basic rules of decent conduct and faces a possible ban after he made a seemingly crude gesture following his dramatic equalizer against Slovenia last night. UEFA has launched a disciplinary probe amid claims the England star directed his gesture towards the Slovakia bench in Gelsenkirchen. It remains to be seen if the investigation will conclude while the tournament is ongoing. And that's all for news on this hour. More to come right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Do stay with us.
Hello, Niger. The time is right because the prize is right here. Be a part of our turbocharged studio audience for a chance to win amazing and mouth-watering prizes on The Price is Right. Visit www.thepriceisright.ng or The Price is Right on social media for more details on how to participate.
Registration is open to all Nigerians 18 years and above. Come on down, Niger.
It's about time.
The Price is Right is proudly brought to you by Smart Cash powered by Airtel.
So, have you ever wondered what happens behind the curtains of a man's mind?
Higher or lesser than this. But I advise to use a pair of dumbbells that are comfortable because this routine is more about the intensity and the mind to muscle connection as well. So to start with, the first one we're doing is called the dumbbell shoulder press. The dumbbell shoulder press. Now you have to hold the dumbbells this way. It's all about you ensure you have your dumbbell grip well to avoid you injuring yourself. Now you place the dumbbell this way at your eye level. You raise it up and down, up and down. So now let's count. Let's do this from 1 to 5. Come on. 1, that's it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice one. You've done well. Yes. So after this, the next routine we'll be going into is called the dumbbell front raises. Now you have to hold the dumbbell this way and you take it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now if you do this for 10 reps by 3 sets, you should be feeling a lot of sensation around your shoulders. Yeah, don't feel bad. It's actually part of the progress for you to know that yes, you are doing it correctly. Then after this, we're moving over to the third exercise, which I will call the Arnold shoulder press. The Arnold shoulder press. It's the same thing. You use the same dumbbells, pair of dumbbells. You raise them up. When coming down, you twist. Can you see? That's it. Coming down, you twist. Up and down. Now let's do 5 reps of that. Now when you're bringing it down, you switch. Very easy. Up and down. Up and down. Now let's do this to 5. You can count with me. 1. That's it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. You've done well. Now after this, we'll be moving over to the last exercise, which is the side lateral raises using your pair of dumbbells. Now you have to hold the dumbbells, straighten your hands, and you raise them up this way. You're flying. You good? Now take it easy. Slow and steady. That's it. Good. So now we'll move over to the next one. We'll do a front lateral raise using just one dumbbell. So you just have to hold it at the center, take your hands forward, and you go up and down. That's it. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Now you have to, let's count together. Let's do 5 of that. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes. So now in doing that, I will advise you to do this for 10 reps by 3 sets each of this exercise. And if you do this maybe 3 times in a week, I believe you have a very good defined 3D shoulders just like mine. See you next time.
All right. Good morning. Welcome to tea.
Good morning.
All right. Okay. So it's what's been about on the 2nd of July, the second half of the year. How was the first half of the year for you guys? How was the first half? So a lot of people, like Sunday was half year Thanksgiving for a number of people. Yeah. And most of the time, Thanksgiving is a time to take stock, right? As it were, look at what is happening, thanking God or whatever deity you believe in, whatever thing you believe in, thanking that deity for the first part of the year and then getting set for the second part of the year. So it just fell on the last day of the year. So it was quite,
Sunday.
It just happened. Yeah, the Sunday was the last day of the first half of the year. Yeah. So a number of people, were very, with high hopes. And being a country, the kind of country we are in, by the way, Winfrey just showed me what a particular politician leader was wearing in such a country. Being the kind of country that we are, as much as possible, hope is the number one driving factor, the thing that keeps us alive, the thing that keeps us pushing and moving, right? Yeah. So, just from your own experiences, how was your first half and how are you preparing for the second half of the year.
Did I take it, Winnie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm thinking about is how in previous years there were always these resolutions, things you say on January 1st you're going to do. But I feel like this year a lot of people didn't really do that as much as we did in previous years. We've just been sort of going with the flow, flowing with the tide. Whatever comes, comes. Whatever doesn't come, comes. Whatever you don't plan for doesn't really matter. It just feels like everyone is just going one foot in front of the other at this point. Some people had aspirational goals for education, for instance. If the admission comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, yeah. Some people have been applying for visas. If it comes, maybe next time. A lot of people have sort of been mellow. For me, I didn't set any of those really lofty goals at the beginning of this year. So by middle of the year, I didn't feel disappointed. I didn't feel like I had lost much, even though I didn't feel like I had gained that much.
Okay.
Either.
Yeah.
So
okay, that's
I don't know. I'm just sort of like in a safe space.
I think I could understand that a lot, right? And then the idea and the mentality of people, the reason, I think since 2020, right? I think that is when the whole, New Year's resolution thing kind of just dropped. Even if in 2021, people were trying to get back on and like, okay, fine, this is my year. But at the same time, I think in the end of it all, people are probably just at the point where they're realizing that, see, as much as you can plan, so literally, right, it's man's position to plan, but then again, it's God that literally blesses whatever you plan.
Exactly.
But I think in everything, I think we're at the point, especially for Nigerians, I think we're at the point where we realize that, see, it's different when you're in the system that works, right? When you're in a system that is not necessarily working as you hope it would, no matter how much planning you plan, there are several forces that can literally counter that. So as much as you say, a lot of people are riding on hope, right? And with Thanksgiving and all of that, I think right now, a lot of people are literally just thankful for life, right? Instead of just saying, okay, fine, we're hoping for, what's happening, what's coming and everything. At this point, people are just like, you know what, thank God I'm alive. Thank God I can buy that half tuber of yam.
Exactly.
And so I feel like that's where a lot of people are mentally. So yeah, probably less disappointed. Exactly. I think general, I don't know. At this point, the disappointment, they cannot own the disappointment. It's not like I am disappointed that I did not reach my goals. It's like, okay, fine, I have gotten to the point where I have tried all I can try. And at this point, you know what?
Just leave the rest to God.
Yeah.
But look at, for instance, look at the people that, so sorry, Mike. Look at the people that invested in property along that Oniru beach line.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
In 2021, 2022.
Look at the business.
They were hoping that by 2024, wow, they would have reached a point. But then suddenly.
Yeah. When you're literally working is in a system that seems like it's working against you, you can't do much. You can just be.
Think about it. You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
On a very true. While you guys have been talking, I have been retrospecting and introspecting, as it were, at the same time while you guys have been talking. And yes, it does seem like when I look at the start of the year, and I'm thinking of what has happened and all of that. It's a few acquaintances and friends traveled out. Jackpot. So I put myself in that space and I said, okay, now a number of them travel, but of course, their families are here.
Yeah.
Their friends are here. They cannot carry everybody out. So they're heavily invested mentally here.
Yeah.
Because if you are, I listened to this particular interview where it was some of Kofi, I think yes, it was Kofi. Kofi has been here on the show a number of times, friend and family. And Kofi said the day when he felt he had to travel was a day when he went for an event, and as normal, the boys and all of that, the area boys came to, to taxi him and all that kind of stuff, and hey, they were hitting it. And then one person said, Baba, no be you know what, blah, blah, blah. And right there, in the presence of everybody, called out his address. And he said the Bariga boy in him had to come out. And then he went home and told his wife, honey. And this was, so the person that was interviewing him was Teju Babyface, and he had that kind of experience. And a lot of the times I think, okay, if I want to leave, can I carry everybody? I can't carry everybody that I care for. Yeah. So I'm invested in here because, now let me say, another friend was in the US until they called him. His dad got in an accident. It was fatal. And then they rushed the dad to the hospital. The first hospital rejected him, and they took him to a general hospital, and there was no ambulance to move him to where
He needed to
the required care. Yeah. And so his father was in a very precarious state. The brother had to carry him in the car. I'm just saying, last, a lot of things not there. His father passed.
Yeah, sure.
He's in the US with a wife and kid there. He had moved. But dude was crying, basically crying on social media. And he said, look at what has happened. So when, to put a spin on this and put it at the right part, as much as we are here, the fight should be to ensure that we can get the best out of governance, not just the president, their governors. See, we run a three-tier system. Three-tier system of government. And each of these ones have allocations, even down. So the ones we can see, when it's election time, not just the House of Reps or the senators that will come there and distribute cartons of noodles and
rice.
Gari and rice and all of that. We're supposed to have their numbers. If something is wrong, who do we call?
So now
we cannot lay it at. I'm just saying that as a people, we can try, and we should try to do our best in the ways that we can. Because
what a lot of people
basically all we have.
What a lot of people have started doing is building their own mini communities. I know a lot of religious organizations are building mini communities. I know a particular church, for instance, that has built its own hospital, its own primary school, its own secondary school, has also put together its own a particular mechanic site for young youths to go and learn how to make.
I hope kids of the of the members can go can afford this school.
Yes,
because that has always been quite a
it has always been rock. It's the only issue with schools like that is that they're so good that they're waiting lists.
Yeah.
So there's never enough space for everyone.
Everybody, yeah,
so
I can understand.
The issue is some people are building mini communities around themselves to sort of help with their situation, support the situation as much as they can. The question now is, in your own little space, what can you do? What can you do to sort of help pay it forward, help instill hope, help give people positive thoughts?
So I'm thinking of similar thing you're saying, but I think in a time like this, right, I think it's only normal, not even normal, but what I've noticed, right, in recent times, it has literally fostered a more communal sense of living, to be honest. Yeah, that's why I feel like at times are hard. People have literally now come together to put their resources together to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to the markets this month. Oh yeah, I'm going to a market, we're going to buy this thing, we're going to do this shares like this and everything, so that we buy things in bulk, everything is cheaper for everybody. Do you understand? So it has literally fostered that kind of communal, okay, we're going to school, everybody shouldn't drive, the whole carpooling thing. Yeah, so people are literally just finding ways here and there to help one another and all of that. So yeah, I mean, this is literally a call to you to literally just find a way to be your neighbor's keeper. Yeah. Everybody's going through it, right? And just be there, right? Just be open, but at the same time be vigilant, because there's still people trying to take advantage of those opportunities. Yeah.
All right. So what we are trying to put out there is hope for the rest of the year. Just go out there, keep hope alive, do the best, and yeah, we'll all get to see you at the end of the year. Looking forward to even more years. So just let us know in the comments what are your thoughts on the first half of the year. What is the plan for the second half in the comments. We'll be back after this time out.
Keep the hope alive.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
We bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time. On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment. Only on Max Hits.
Area! Waiting the apple, waiting the shop. Tune into our award-winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max Drive.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go!
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Don't worry, I'll get it. Good morning. Welcome to the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. And we have the beautiful Chef Walia in the building. It's great to have you back with us.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. It's Tuesday, and we're wondering what dish this is. What are we making?
So we are making bure.
Bure?
Yeah, bure oloboro.
Oloboro?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's the name of a vegetable, water leaf.
Okay.
The way it is cooked.
Okay. So oloboro. Oloboro.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So water leaf is something that is so common, especially during the wet season.
Yeah.
It grows so fast. It's actually like a weed in my compound. Like sometimes I have to just like get rid of all of them, but it's also very tasty.
Yeah, very tasty and very healthy.
So how are we making it? How are we preparing it today?
So just the regular how we make our efo, just a little different because it's not always dry like our efo vivo. You know, there is opinion that Yoruba does not have much soup. So, but I'm here to tell them that we have a lot of soup. Just that we
not true.
Yeah, that's not true. So we have a lot of vegetables. Just that because we call it efo, we call everything efo. Does not mean we don't.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. All right, let's talk ingredients now. Now the water leaf itself is here.
Yeah.
I can even see some of the flowers of the water leaf still here as well, and that's interesting. So one rule about the flowers of water leaf, if you see them a lot, once they scatter on the ground, they're going to start growing wherever they land. So that's why I remember those flowers. But this is how much worth of water leaf now?
500.
500 naira. Not much at all, actually. But it's a substantial amount for what you want to prepare.
Yeah.
We also have here
our cow skin.
Cow skin.
And our smoked fish.
Panla smoked fish.
Yes.
This is beef, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. What has happened to that beef so far?
Boiled and seasoned.
Boiled and seasoned beef. Okay. This?
So we have a scotch bonnet.
Okay.
So and onions. So I added a little bit of scent leaf when I was blending it.
Okay,
fantastic. So these are palm oil.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah.
So this palm oil is looking very red, like a little more red than I'm used to. I think maybe because of the temperature of the atmosphere, maybe it's congealing. Crayfish in here as well. Fantastic. Blended crayfish. Fabulous. Now this
pairing with our
eba, Gary. All right. So Gary white. It's not often you see Gary whites these days. A lot of people have just sort of lean towards Gary yellow. Yeah, or is it Gary red? They say, is it pupa is what? Yellow, right?
Pupa is red.
Red. The hair, but
that's not red. We can even call it.
It's yellow now.
It's yellow. Sometimes you see some that are looking like orange, like orange.
All right. So at this point, we're going to show you the ingredients so that you can make this at home if you like. This is it. We have bure oloboro water leaf soup, the Yoruba way. Of course, the bure water leaf vegetable, very important. Beef, smoked fish, cow skin, beef stock, pepper mix. That's your habanero peppers, bell peppers, onions, and there's some scent leaf in there as well. Crayfish, salt, and seasoning. Gotcha. All right, so when we get back, you'll see us putting all these amazing ingredients together, and you can trust Chef Walia has us covered.
Yeah.
All right, make sure you stay with us. By the time you get back, we would have started the preparation process. Winfrey is on standby with a good friend of the house on parenting.
Of course, in this beautiful Tuesday edition of your favorite breakfast show, I have with me Ochuko Prudence Daniels, who is a dynamic entrepreneur and professional early childhood practitioner. Now she holds global Montessori credentials at 2 levels, 3 to 6 and 6 to 12. She is the founder of Mama Hill Montessori School, Ojodu, Lagos, Nigeria. Prudence is a promoter of the Parents Prerogative Platform, a group that helps parents navigate the parenting life using liberatory Montessori ideas, and we will be exploring arts, education, and development in children. Welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria. How are you doing today? So your namesake got engaged yesterday night. Are you aware? You're aware. Congratulations to her. I just had to let you slide that in. So how are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm good.
And how does it feel literally running a whole a school? Right?
The good thing is being a total educational pedagogy.
Yes.
You see the transformation right in front of your eyes.
Wow.
And so you're like, wow,
Yeah.
this is working.
Yes, actually, that makes a lot of sense, because I know it's definitely not easy, right? Because I literally have these conversations with moms. I know I was speaking to my sister-in-law not too long ago. She was telling me about, the school her kids attend and why she picks that school. So there are particular reasons why people go for certain types of schools, and I think it's amazing. People like yourself devoting yourself to development for children, because it's very important, right? So now today we're talking about arts, education, and development. Now, the role of creative arts in a child's development. So what do you have to say about this generally?
So arts and cognition or cognitive development are like twins.
Okay.
The more children engage in arts, the more developed their brains are, because the two of them connect together. It's just like movement is a huge part of our practice as Montessorians.
Okay.
And a child doesn't have to move because they want to do certain activities. Movement is innate.
Okay.
That's why when they are born, you see the kicking, the moving.
Yes,
so movement
very true.
is natural.
Yes.
And our role as adults is to feed those natural tendencies so that the full potential of the child can come out.
Okay.
So that's where arts really plays. Yeah, so for 0 to maybe before 6, there's a lot of sensorial activities. There's a lot of learning by the experience, learning by touching, feeling, hearing the sounds. That's why we say do more music in the ears and not the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, and then children get attracted with the maracas. There are a lot of sound.
Yes.
So that's very important at that level.
Okay.
Yes, but when they become 6 and above, going to teenage and all of that, it's more of the creative arts, because the imagination is huge for the child at that time, and that is when to build that imagination connecting to the brain, and the child can rule the world.
Rule the world from there. Amazing. So are you trying to say now, if I'm to get you correctly, because a lot of people believe that when it comes to arts and the love for art, some people say it's in it, right?
Yeah.
So but some people say it's not everyone that has probably artistic gifts. Now, from what you're explaining, are you trying to say that the level of arts a child is exposed to at the early stages of their life literally influences their artistic expression later in life?
And not just that, that is correct, but not just that, the overall exposure of the child to being able to bring out the real child, who they are, their personality.
Okay.
Because everybody has got arts in them. Art is vast. Like the creatives, art is really broad. We can't begin to explore it now, but when you expose a child at a very young age, it gives them more options, more opportunity to explore different aspects of art. And there's art in everything.
Yes,
there's art in history, there's art in geography, there's art in maths and science, there's art. So when a child has that understanding, that exposure from beginning, it opens them up. It's like nurturing a plant from when it's very young, and then it just blooms in its season.
Okay.
Yeah, so why the Montessori method helps is because we take the whole and present to the child. So the child is really rich and is able to draw from pictures of many years back. You know, as children, children take Polaroid pictures, like they absorb like a sponge. When they become older, they effortlessly draw from those early years experiences to become who they are. So it doesn't matter whether the person is going into sciences or other areas, the richness of arts at the beginning stage paves way for them in the future.
Okay, that actually makes a whole lot of sense, because yes, I do believe that, I mean, at a young stage, you expose the child to as much as you can, and then eventually they will naturally even gravitate to the ones that they feel more comfortable and drawn to. That actually makes a whole lot.
That also gives them a lot of strength in building self-esteem. Yeah, because when children are able to express themselves and they're able to, not just in speaking, because we talk about communication, we talk about art expressions, we talk about imagination. So when the child is equipped to be able to do all of that, they're proud of themselves and they're better adults, they're confident, they speak about what they know, they can, you know, they can sell themselves, they can also impact their community because they are aware.
Yes, they're aware. Now, I'll actually come to that, because I mean, this actually will definitely foster a very strong sense of person, right? As you said, to develop that character, they get to know who they actually are, the things they love, even with the influences of the environment and other people around them. So now, you spoke categorically about 0 to 6 and music being really important. Now, let's talk about 6 to 12 or 6 and beyond. What type of arts, let's give examples now, what type of arts that kids can be exposed to?
Is limitless. Okay. They can paint, they can draw, they can do wood art, they can create music, they can even write, like make their own music. That's why I spoke about imagination. So the children can bring out the best in them, because at age 6, the child's imagination is formed.
Yes.
We call it the reasoning mind. So at that stage, the child is reasoning and asking a lot of questions, putting everything together. All of the absorption from 0 to 6 is making sense from age 6. And so they are reasoning, and then they are showing forth those expressions in art, dancing, ballet. Like at our school, we have a professional ballerina visiting from the US, and she's going to be with us for the whole of the week. So children are going to have a ball.
Amazing. So yeah, so it's not definitely limited to just writing, painting, also dancing, physical expression of arts, music, drama, things like that. Amazing. Thank you so much, Madam Ochuko Prudence. It's actually amazing having you here, and of course we'll be having you again here next week. But right now we actually have to go because we're short on time.
Thank you.
So much more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Do stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman. I'm a Jabite and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
in the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen once again with Chef Walia. Now, we've put palm oil to the heat and we've added some onions to it as well, and it's heating up nicely. So what do we do next?
So we'll fry a little bit.
Okay.
Then we'll add our fish. We'll have our pomo first so that it can incorporate. Then we'll add our fish and meat. Okay. Then we'll add our stock.
Fantastic. All right, so this stock here is the beef stock, yes?
The beef stock.
Did you add anything? What sort of spices did you add to the beef stock?
I added coriander, salt and seasoning. That's why I'm omitting my seasoning here, because I have enough spice and seasoning.
Okay, all right, fantastic. For those that are just tuning in, we are making water leaf soup, which is called bure, right?
Yeah.
Bure oloboro.
No,
right?
the soup is bure oloboro. The leaf is just
bure. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We have panna fish here. We have pomo, that's cow skin. We have some crayfish. We have beef. We have, of course, our meat stock. We had palm oil here and onions as well. And we're going to be matching or pairing everything up with gari. Okay, so Chef Walia, while we're waiting for the onions to fry up, what else could we add to this to maybe, add a little bit of edge to this soup?
You can add any protein of your choice.
Okay.
Add your turkey, any protein. You can just spice things up yourself.
Okay. So you could add turkey, you could add maybe some other type of fish?
Yeah, some other type of fish. You can add your catfish.
I remember growing up, my dad used to slice actual raw habanero, talking about Scotch bonnet rather. Scotch bonnet directly to it.
Okay.
As opposed to blending it in. He also used to slice actual tomatoes to it as well. And he would put it on top just at the end
of it.
So it would steam along with the soup.
Yeah, that's
all right. So for those that want to try this at home, of course you can. Please just check out these ingredients on the screen right now. If you want to make it at home, why not make a video and show us how you're using all your ingredients. Bure, that's the water leaf, and beef, smoked fish, cow skin, beef stock, pepper mix, habanero, bell pepper, and onions, crayfish, salt, and seasoning. That's what we have here for our water leaf soup. Okay, so if you want a really quick meal, this shouldn't take too long.
Yeah.
Total cooking shouldn't take more than what? How long?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes
Yeah.
is the total.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Okay, so is there anything I should be looking out for with these onions? Some people wait for the onions to get crispy.
We'll be adding our pomo now.
Pomo?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Great. Fabulous. Going in with the pomo now. Good. And now we're adding the meat stock directly.
Yes.
All right. So this is something you can use, basically things you have left over in your freezer to do. Yeah. It doesn't require heading to the market to get a heavy list of ingredients.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Okay, so now we go in with our fish. Yeah. And the previously boiled beef. So the beef stock, the beef, the fish, everything has gone in. The only thing that hasn't gone in now is the crayfish and, of course, the water leaf itself. But we are looking forward to seeing that part of the process as well. At this point, we have another conversation that's about to begin. While we wait for that to heat up and cook, we're going to be heading back to the couch with Winfrey.
Thank you so much for staying with us. It's been an amazing show. Titi, all of that happening in the kitchen is definitely quite distracting, but we love it. It's a good distraction. All right now we have another guest on the couch, and he goes by the name Sheyi Kehinde, who is popularly known as DSK. Now, he definitely, the acronym definitely stands for his name, Dr. Sheyi Kenny. and he is an associate professor in the music unit of the Department of Creative Arts, University of Lagos, the chairman of Culture and Ethics for the University of Lagos. His areas of specialization are musicology, jazz music, technology, choral music, band, studio, and performance. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
I love the fact that we're matching colors. Like, this is the color of the day. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, I love it when I see, yes, of course. I love it when I literally meet people who are actually professionals in the music space.
Yeah.
Particularly because of how I think music is literally perceived in this part of the world, in Nigeria. Do you understand? How a lot of people stumbled into it as a career, as opposed to people that actually went through the recourse of literally studying music. So now tell me about your journey into the music space.
Well, basically, I started, of course, with the talents, I grew up in the family where all my siblings, including my parents, actually, were into music. They actually naturally gifted.
Naturally, right?
Yes,
naturally gifted. Okay.
We are endowed when it comes to musical talents in my family. And my dad was an organist, and there was also a choir master.
Okay.
So of course, he wouldn't want me to study music then. He wanted me to study engineering.
Yes.
And that made me to actually to go for mechanical engineering.
Okay.
In the first place. So, but eventually I redirected myself, to get into music, to study the music, not just the talent that I've been there, just for me to be able to.
Okay.
So I've grown up from that. Initially what I had in mind was that, okay, when I had mentors, and then I read about my mentors. So, one of them.
Yes.
And I discovered that, for this man to be this good, then he had gone through this, so I would love to go through that.
Who's the mentor?
Well, it's actually, his name is Abraham Labore.
Okay.
You understand? He's a bass guitarist.
Okay.
And he studied music.
Oh, nice.
Of course, because of his dexterity in music, and of course his display was so unique that really got into me that, there's somebody can actually perform this way. And then I read about him, and I found out that, okay, at master's level, he actually made guitar as his major. Okay. And then that was the inspiration that I got, and that gave me that impetus to say, okay, I will have to go and study music, and then to be able to get to that level, to know some of the things. It's not just by talent.
Definitely not. So would you say yourself, do you play instruments? Or
yes,
should I be asking how many instruments do you play?
Yes, I play.
How many instruments?
I can't really say the number of students about musical instruments.
Uncountable.
But of course, my major instruments are, let me say, guitar and the bass guitar.
Guitar and the bass guitar.
And I play the keyboard as well. I play the drums. Percussions, generally.
Yeah.
So those are the.
It's definitely, it's automatic, right? You can be so involved in music up to the point of teaching music.
Yes.
Now at a higher education level, and knowledge you'll be so involved. So now tell me, what has that experience been like? Being in Nigeria, being a lecturer at the University of Lagos, teaching music in the Creative Arts Department.
It's been interesting, honestly. I must say. When you are gifted in something, not just about playing the musical instruments, I've always had this gift of teaching to impart knowledge.
Yes.
I've always been deriving joy in it, and that's exactly what I've been pulling it through.
Okay.
Even while I was studying, I used to do tutorial for my classmates and the rest of the
So it's been, the teaching ability too has been part of you, and it's been natural. Amazing. So now we're talking about, it's very important passing down this knowledge to the next generation, right? And now you're doing something really interesting, I feel. Considering, as I said earlier, the way music is done in Nigeria and the way music is meant to be done. Do you understand? From the theory to the practical. So now today is happening, we're having something that is interesting. So just tell me the idea behind the concert we're having today, the idea behind it.
Well, the idea basically was, let me say here, I actually lost my mom last year.
Oh, wow.
So something came up, just jet up in me that will say that, okay, because she lived a fulfilling life, a very fulfilled life, so, and I feel that, okay, I should make, others to grow. I've always been like that.
Yeah.
But what came to me is that, okay, what can I do to give them the bigger platform to be able to excel? And then so that in the end, people, although in the past I've always done some things, there are a lot of known artists that have actually passed through me.
Okay, give us a number of names.
Yeah.
We'd like to know.
Well, I have someone like, we have in the entertainment industry, someone like Lekan. We have someone like Brother Shaggy.
Okay.
Also, we have, of course, I've also performed along with some known artists as well, like Onyeka Onwenu, Orlando Julius, Daddy Shoki, and the rest of it. So I've had that experience, and then I've been able to impart others that are now coming up. Even while I was studying in school, I had someone who was my classmate, Daria Talade, Stella Damasus, and then quite a number, even Dekunle Fuji, and the rest of them.
Amazing. So now, of course, I'm sure it's a host of others now. So let's talk about your music, right? I mean, the sound you create based off all the knowledge you literally have absorbed over the years, right? And of course, also accumulating to the concert we're actually having later today. So let's talk about your music. Now, what are we expecting?
Well, basically, it's about a display of music, comedy, and of course in dance. So, of course, to showcase some of our students that are good, who have shown some characters in music performance, so that they will be useful at the end of their, educational career, and then useful to the immediate society. So it's always good to make them to expose them while they're there, so that we see them perform to showcase exactly the right way.
Yes, the right way it's meant to be done.
So that we can also improve on the quality of music or what we are delivering in Nigeria. So, and that is exactly what, so to expose them to good musical equipment, and for them to be able to be on the stage, the platform, because of course they will be performing in front of about over 2,000 audience.
People, amazing. I think you're doing really great, and I think the importance of what you're doing cannot be overemphasized. Not long ago, we literally had something last week, or this week, last week, we actually had Davido's wedding, and then of course the story about how his dad literally had to create, how they had to create a music department for him when he was going to Babcock. I think that was actually a very, very inspiring story. And then, of course, you're saying in the same line, treating music, I mean, it's something that's we need to do more of in Nigeria, especially because of the amount of people interested in going into the music industry. So well done. Well done. I wish you all the best with your concert today. And, of course, greater heights going forward with your music. Thank you so much for being here. All right. And there you have it. Interesting interview there. And from DSK right now, it is the top of the hour, so we're definitely going to start all over from the top. Do not touch that dial. We'll be right back after this break.
you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to the second half of this amazing Tuesday edition of your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
You're supposed to rap.
Let's go.
Let's
Don't say I did rap. Stop it, Mike, stop it. I don't rap in public.
Is that the bridge? All right, welcome. Of course, it's the second half of your wonderful Wake Up Nigeria. We have a whole lot of stuff for you. TT, of course, is extremely busy in the kitchen with Chef Walia. You know what's happening there? It's a storm you guys are brewing, and that storm is even harassing me.
Harassing us.
Yeah. But tell us about the storm that's brewing in the kitchen there this morning.
Yeah, the eba is already being wrapped. Wrapped in a very Chef Walia-like way. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Looks kind of like fufu. Like the way they wrap fufu so tight. Oh, that's old school. Chef Walia has this amazing water leaf soup going. We'll be showing you more about it later on.
Oh, water leaf soup. It was giving of father vibes in the beginning, but hey, come on. All right, my name is Mike Nesikeno.
And I am Winfrey Agbadation. Now remember, you can use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
And you can watch us anywhere around the world. All you need is to download our mobile app, which is available on the Google Play Store and the Apple iOS Store.
All right,
let's get straight into what we're doing for the rest of the morning. It's been a wonderful first hour.
Yes,
There's been a whole lot of interesting discussions we've had here on the show. Now, of course, we're going to kick off the second hour, right?
Yes,
we have an acupuncturist. Want to tell us about that?
Acupuncture. Yeah. So we definitely had acupuncture not so long ago, and then again, he's coming back to show us other tips and tricks on how to use this amazing alternative medical procedure to literally aid you, right? So we're having Professor Baderinwa Sunday Adewale, right? He is a Commonwealth registered acupuncturist, right? A member of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, Senate member, Medicina Alternative, of course, in Colombia, Sri Lanka, and Deputy National. The man's bio is long.
You had to say
is long.
All right, we're going to have him on the show this morning.
Yes, of course.
And then, of course, we've got the extremely hardworking and beautiful Eziani Chinaza, known as Miss Eziani, a content creator, brand influencer, and an actor. She describes herself as a one-woman production where she does everything from scripting, costuming, acting, shooting, editing. This video blows my mind, and the one-woman production came through on this one.
Yes, of course. And I'll say a one-woman show is beyond the production at this point. And of course, we have Rachel Enuma, who also is known as Hepzibah. She is a Nigerian music minister. Hepzibah is known for her passionate, excellent, and anointed singing. And she'll be here to give us a little bit of that excellence right here in the studio.
And then we'll have Lagos Olori Olalekun Emeka Taiwo, who developed musically at an early age by listening to music from legends, and of course got signed onto DMW in 2023 after an impressive feature on the song Picasso of the album Timeless. He will be here for a chat a little bit later. All right, let's take a look at what the weather is like this morning and the rest of the week.
Welcome back. Now on Tuesdays we have our health segment, and this month we're doing something alternative to conventional health practices. It is becoming more and more conventional, more and more well known around the world, but today we're going to be breaking it down for you to understand. Today we have Professor Baderiwa Sunday Adewale. Now he is a Commonwealth registered acupuncturist. He's a member of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, Senate member Medicina Alternativa, Colombo, Sri Lanka, and the Deputy National President of Nigerian Union of Complementary and Alternative Medicine Practitioners. That is a mouthful. Now, it's the umbrella body for complementary medicine in Nigeria. And as he joins us today, we are going to be talking about insomnia. Yes, that's another word people probably don't know, but if you've heard about it, you know it has to do with sleep. Welcome back to the show, Prof.
Thank you. It's nice to be here again.
Your CV is enough to have people sit down and take a notepad and begin to jot, because a lot of people, especially here in Nigeria, have issues with sleeping.
Yeah.
So what you have here is an alternative to what, sleeping pills?
Yeah.
Talk to us about insomnia?
Well, insomnia, as you have said, is when you are finding it difficult to sleep. There could be many factors responsible for that. Number one is anxiety. When you are so agitated, you may find it difficult to sleep. And if your bed is not ideal for sleeping, you know, one thing is wanting to sleep, another thing is for the bed you are using to be the right bed you are using. There are some mattresses that are sagged. But due to our economic situation, we are managing it. But when you wake up, you come down with all sorts of aches and pains, and you may not even be able to sleep, especially if your room is infested with mosquitoes and all these things. Or your environment is surrounded by all these microphones, loudspeakers from religious houses, or if your house is close to all of these popular bus stops, noise everywhere, you are unable to sleep. So all this could be attributed to, could cause insomnia. Or when you have some physiological disorders, maybe you have some ailments, like if you are hypertensive, sometimes the tendency is for you not to be able to catch a sleep. And a lot of people in Nigeria are having these issues, especially the elites. Some elites don't sleep, which is not good. Because and some people nap in the afternoon. When you nap in the afternoon, it may be difficult for you to sleep at night. So these are some of the issues which are responsible for insomnia.
I even heard of another one where some people forget to breathe when they sleep. You know, so they might have issues with their sinuses, I think with the breathing apparatus. And whenever the body realizes the person isn't breathing, it wakes the person up, which is also connected to snoring.
And so in such cases, that has to be treated. Since it's a medical issue, and fortunately in our own brand of medicine, that could also be resolved. Snoring could be resolved, but it is pertinent that one should sleep. The medical book says 8 hours.
How many people in Nigeria sleep 8 hours?
Can you really sleep for 8 hours? You know, it's difficult. But then the issue is you should be able to sleep. It is very important for the central nervous system, at least to be able to, let me say, call it, to be at peace with itself. Because when you are sleeping, the body functioning apparatus will find time to rejig and reset. And that's why you see people who don't sleep, when they are in any environment, they will not be able to coordinate properly. You see them staggering and all these things. And that's why people say you cannot cheat nature.
So, Prof, in order to describe acupuncture in just a few words, as few words as possible, what is acupuncture and how can it help with insomnia?
Well, acupuncture basically is the inserting some forms of hair-like needles into some selected points in the body to be able to treat some ailments that may not be easily treated with Western medicine. May not be easily treated, because I don't want the doctor to crucify me. May not be easily treated. So what we are saying is we integrate. When you see some ailments that has defied some forms of medications, you may try the alternatives. Acupuncture, especially in this case, will be very, very relevant. A lot of people have been helped. People are having sleeping disorders. People are having sleeping issues. They've been helped with acupuncture. But basically, when you're having sleeping disorders, the first thing to do is to see your doctor.
Of course.
Let him diagnose the primary cause. What is the problem? And after that, when you are giving your medication, usually you'll be giving antidepressants, sedatives, and antihistamines. Those are what you are going to be giving. But when you find out that it's not working, then you may need the help of a competent and registered acupuncturist. You know, registered acupuncturist in the sense that such acupuncturist should be endorsed by the Nigerian Medical and Dental Council. Don't just go to any quack or any charlatans, only because we see a lot of people on social media parading themselves as acupuncturists, which is not going to help anyone. When you fall into the hands of such ones, they are going to worsen your case. So it's always good to, you know.
Prof, thank you so much for the insights and, of course, the warnings. It's very important to make sure that the person is registered and knows exactly what they're doing. I saw this in your hand here. This is a bust, and it has some markings on it and special numbers as well. For you to have brought this bust, are you saying that to deal with sleep issues, it has a lot to do with the head and shoulders area?
Yes, it has to do with the brain, because sometimes sleeping could be neurological disorder. The meaning of that, it has to do with the brain. And if that should be the case, the brain is located in the skull. So there are some points there that has been marked where a needle can be inserted. And when we say needles, special type of needles, not the sewing needles. Special types of needles, such as this, should be inserted into those selected points. You don't just insert the needles anywhere you like.
These needles are so small.
Yes,
so
they are
tiny.
designated points in the head, especially in a position, in a region called the vertex. Vertex is the center of the head. When you go to your apex, the apex of the hair like this.
Indicate the areas you mean.
When you go to the apex of the hair, like this is the apex. The highest point on your hair lobe is the apex. When you follow it up to the head region and you meet at the middle, that is the vertex. That is where you are going to insert the needle.
Wow.
This point, the Chinese call it Pai Hui. Pai Hui means the headquarters.
Wow.
Governing point. That's the governing point. When you put it there, Pai Hui is now surrounded by 4 other points, 4 additional points, which are about less than 1 cm north, west, south, and east. The Chinese call this point Si Sen Chong. Si Sen Chong. Si Sen Chong means the 4 wisdom. So there are sedative points which can be used. And of course, we have another point which is not even located around the head, in the arm region. You know, we have the heart channel in the hand region. The Chinese believes that the heart governs the brain. We don't have anything like brain channel, but we have heart channel which governs the brain. The point you are going to use is just in the corner of the hand, in the corner of the wrist like this, which you are going to put the needle. It is located, it is called Heart 7. The Chinese call this point Shen Me. The meaning of Shen Me is God's door. Wow. So when you put the needle here and you do this, you see your patient snoring in no distant time.
Wow.
And they don't have any side effect.
So the headquarters, the north, east, southwest.
Yes.
And then
Chong and Shen Me.
Then Shen Me.
Yes.
That's hearts.
Those, yes, Heart 7.
Hearts. You said it was hearts?
Heart 7.
Heart 7.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Those are points that can induce sedative action.
Okay.
They are sedative in nature. In other words, when you are hyperactive, you can use this point to calm the patient down, and the patient will be able to sleep without any drugs.
So, is this a curative measure or it's just temporary? So it will make the person sleep for a while, and then you remove the needles and they wake up? Or
The issue is, if you have been having persistent issues with insomnia, you need to visit your acupuncturist, who may do about 10 sessions of treatment.
Okay.
Maybe at each go, 15 minutes per section.
Okay.
Where the needle is inserted, you will already be snoring on the couch, you know. And then when you get to your house, you can continue. You can do this for a session, depending on the duration of the ailment and the underlying factor, which will also be addressed. That is very, very important. You know, once the underlying factors too can be addressed with acupuncture. That was why we said that go and see your medical doctor. So that you'll be able to resolve all these things. Or we can work with your doctors.
All right.
That is what we call integrative approach. When we integrate, the patient will be better for it.
Thank you so much, Prof, for coming to talk to us and showing us all these intricate points. It is an alternative type of medicine. It's called acupuncture, and he is one of the most renowned professors in it right here in Nigeria. It's a great pleasure to have you here as always, Prof.
Thank you.
Let's take a quick break now. There's still so much more coming your way on Wake Up Nigeria.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
So, Have you ever wondered what happens behind the curtains of a man's mind? Or perhaps you're one of those who wonder what men talk about when they gather. Well, here goes. Imagine what it takes to put together the perfect cocktail. Or maybe mocktail. We need a bit of sports, a sprinkling of current affairs, some very deep topical issues, and last but not the least, a healthy dose of grumbling of those we love to hate. And yes, you guessed it, women. So, if you catch the drift, then you're onto something. We will provide you with the right insights into most of your curiosities, right here within this beautiful cocktail we call the Black Table.
Rachel Enuma. Now, she's also known as Hepzibah, and she's here to blow us away with her amazing vocals. Hi, Rachel. How are you doing today?
Hi, good morning. I'm fine,
Good morning.
thank you.
So tell me about the name Hepzibah. Where did it come from?
Okay, it comes from the Bible.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 62.
Yeah.
Particularly, and it came at a time where in my life I needed an affirmation.
Okay.
And then God gave me that name.
All right. And you just
which
literally...
means God's delight.
God's delight. Amazing. Amazing. You definitely come across as very delightful. Now tell me about the song you're performing for us today.
Okay, If God Be For Me is a sound I received from the place of prayer. I was praying one morning and I received it from start to finish.
Okay.
So it's a song of deliverance. It's a song of assurance.
Okay.
You know, no matter the situation we're facing.
Yeah.
It's a song that lets us know that God is with us. If we are a son and a daughter,
Okay.
God is right with us at every time and at every situation.
Amazing. Well said. Well put together. We definitely need some deliverance and we need some assurance. So take it away.
Amen. If God be for me, nobody can be against me, against me. If God be for me, nobody can be against me, against me. The sun by day, the moon by night, it won't hurt me, is what you say. You're with me, Lord, you're with me. I rose by day, the rest by night, the storms may rage, I won't get drowned. You're with me, Jesus, you're with me. If God be for me, nobody can be against me, against me. If God be for me, nobody can be against me, against me. The sun by day, the moon by night, it won't hurt me, is what you say. You're with me, yeah. You're with me, yeah. I rose by day, terrors by night. The storms may rage, I won't get drowned. Oh, you're with me, Lord. You're with me. The sun by day, the moon by night, it won't hurt me, is what you say. You're with me, Jesus. You're with me, yeah, yeah. I rose by day, there rose by night. The storm will rage, I won't get drowned. You're with me, oh, you're are coming out victorious because Jesus is by your side. Because Jesus is here with you, you are coming out victorious. He is right there with you in that storm. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. God is for you. God is for you. You are not alone. God is for you. God is for you.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name na Chika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire. My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail. And I dare on top of you, pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass, boost.
I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say now my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
you no go see am again. If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody. When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't use signs.
If they look for person we go give am to you, fact as it be.
Men no dey ever get fault.
If baby not dey for her,
na the woman. Talk no dey be person you make person no fit talk true inside. But for this country, we know say if we open curtain in the morning, wetin no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
We no even take responsibility for the children. Leave the man. And that's some warrior.
Hello, Naija. The time is right because the prize is right here. Be a part of our turbocharged studio audience for a chance to win amazing and mouth-watering prizes on The Price is Right. Visit
Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. ¿Qué es lo que dices tú? Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. Ves todo al revés, ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. Creo que piensas con los pies, ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. Tú me traes un poco loco, un poquitito loco. Estoy adivinando qué quieres y pa' cuándo, y así estoy celebrando que me he vuelto un poco loco.
The team touch my danger.
Wake Up Nigeria is full of surprises. Yeah, we have little surprises here on the couch for you every single morning. And one is popping up right now. We have an amazing content creator with us, Ezani Chinaza. Now, when it comes to brand influencing, acting, this one-woman production house herself, she does the scripting, costuming, acting, shooting, editing, everything herself, and plays multiple characters. She's right here with us. And yeah, it's great to have you.
Thank you.
But we also have sitting beside her, Logos Olori. Yeah, okay, I got that right. He is an amazing performer, developed musically at an early age by listening to music legends like Davido and so many other greats. Now, interestingly, he signed to DMW, yes? All right, it's great to have both of you here. Now, we are going to have a really interesting conversation about how it is on social media and how everything's, everything's leaning towards online streams and the like. You are a content creator yourself. You create music. Everything goes out there online, has to be seen by the public. Yeah. And from different perspectives, I would love to hear your perspective on this. First of all, Ezani, talk to us about your journey.
I've been creating content for like 5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. I started because of my passion for acting.
Yeah.
And entertaining. So it's been a ride.
Okay.
Ups and downs. But yeah, overall, generally, it's amazing.
So when did you make that decision to consciously put your stuff out there?
I think 2018.
Okay.
2018, thereabout. I wanted to act before then.
Okay.
But I was younger. I didn't have the know-how.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, what's the best way for me to channel this passion I have so much? And I just picked up my phone one day and I made a video and I put on my Facebook and I realized that, oh,
people like
it. And, from there, it's been one foot in front of the other.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Especially because of the online space, it's given the opportunity for so many young people to put their stuff out there. Logos, I'm wondering about your journey in music. From your profile, it said you started quite early in this. She mentioned she started 5 years ago, but you started like way back.
Way back.
You need to let us into that journey.
Yeah, I started music from when I was in secondary school.
Okay.
I used to go to the studio after school, come back late, and mom would be like, "Where have you been?" So music for me was always around me. I used to listen to the likes of Michael Jackson.
Wow.
All of them. Like when I used to dance in church as well.
Well, you know those noisemakers in school that used to knock the table.
You get it. Like I would sing for my friends and hit the table and stuff. But I was brilliant too as well. So
we thank God.
Yeah, we had to keep it balanced. So,
okay.
Yeah. So then I met Jepizu because I grew up in Ajengule in the hood. So I met Jepizu and he discovered me and he took me out of Ajengule to actually meet the actual industry where I was going to Timaya and the likes of Skills and Patoranking way back then. Yeah.
Fantastic. So that's having some great influences,
but
then also mentors, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these artists you mentioned now, they didn't really start their music with the online space, but you had to sort of do that.
Yeah,
it must have been
different.
Different sides of things. How's that been going for you?
Yeah, when I actually was going there like a young boy, I was used to carry bags for them and go get stuff for them. The music was different. So I watched the music transition from going to Alaba, getting your CDs, transition to the online. So I was in both worlds basically. So I watched how it transitioned. Now everything is Spotify, numbers.
Exactly.
So it's a good experience to learn that, But I think it made it easier and much difficult at the same time because then you could have an album that will last for 5 years and people are still listening to it, but because of the online, so the attention span is now shorter now. People if you have music out, you have to put on music every time, so people could
That's an interesting angle you've given me here, because I was going to throw that at you as well, because in the online space you need to always keep putting out fresh content all the time, and it feels like a lot of pressure. With music, even people still listen to music, but once people have seen your video once, what is going to make people come back to your videos? Have you figured that out yet?
So I think the way I get by, I tried from the onset not to exactly niche myself down.
Yeah.
Like if you go through my content.
Yeah, we can see one on screen right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do transitions. Sometimes I do parodies.
Yeah.
I just do whatever creativity my spirit leads me to do.
Okay.
And so I kind of don't run out of content ideas.
You've never run out?
No.
Really?
I bring out my notes now. I have close to 50 ideas that I hope to
push
explore.
out. Okay.
Explore. And then but because of the social media, the attention span and everything, once you put out a content there, it's done.
Sure.
And for my kind of content, it could take, I've spent 7 days creating a video.
Wow.
Yes. And sometimes the algorithm can be brutal.
Yeah.
And then I spent 7 days, almost 8 days, creating this content.
Yeah.
I was running on fumes. When I was done, I was exhausted. And then I put it out there and it flopped.
Wow.
Oh my God. But I think at the end of the day, the passion for what you're doing just keeps you going and going.
Logos, you seem to agree with her on that one because you probably worked on some songs that probably haven't seen the light of day.
At the end of the day, you don't decide, like you just put it out. You don't know. Sometimes the thing you don't believe will be the hit one. Just go viral. You're just like, why? There's a video I did, I was just dancing, like my friend was just videoing me and I was just dancing and it just went viral.
It went viral and it wasn't planned, nothing.
I had nothing, just a video and people were just like, I like the song behind that video.
Wow.
Like, so sometimes you don't, and the ones you plan all day, it's just like, now I'm even discovering that people want to see real stuff now. People don't even like the planned stuff anymore. Because like they are used to like, okay, they watch music videos all the time. Now they want to just see you in your kitchen.
Okay.
They want to see that. They want to see
you cooking.
The real life aspect of you more than all those planned videos and all this stuff. That's why you see musicians today just do documentaries as music videos. They don't do like all those proper videos anymore because people want to see your real life now. They want to be closer to you.
Yeah. But then, you know, there was a way you learned music. Now, you learned how to structure chords. You actually were in the studio with the greats. And now, some people just make sounds with their mouths and then they go viral, right? So does it put any pressure on you? You know, she has to put out content every single time, but does it put pressure on you? And what's your next project going to be like?
No, the thing is that like for in terms of music is timeless basically. So you can do the clout thing and just do whatever you want to do. It's fine. Like there's a market for that, and you can do like actual music, and there's still a market for that. People listen to all kinds of music. Music does not have like one-way streets. So it's about knowing your fan base and knowing being real with yourself. Basically, do music that speaks to your soul. Then people that will like it will relate to you. You don't need everybody to like it, you just need your people to like it. So once you have that mindset, you are not in competition, you're just doing what you
So I'm hearing one of your tracks in the background right now. You need to touch on the inspiration behind this one.
Yeah, Stay Wise was a song I did because you know, like we need wisdom and looking at the climate of the world, not even the country, you know. There's wars, there's poverty, there's a lot of things. So I recorded this song as speaking to people like just stay wise, you know. I don't do also my whole life. Maybe you start and going down, you know, just words of like encouragement for people that are going through things, because like I've been through a lot. So I
can imagine.
Yeah, so I'm trying to like relate to people that are in my shoes, you know. So,
I was talking about relatable stuff. I love the way that song vibes, by the way. Your content, did you ever fear that it wouldn't be relatable with certain audiences? Because you're trying to be an influencer, you're trying to influence people, you're trying to get brands to come sign with you. And there might be some content that people are like, wait, skeleton, what's in this? Ojuju, how far?
See, I think one thing I've learned over the years is just do it.
Okay.
Just do it. I should have started content creation earlier.
Okay.
But I was like, what do I want to do that people would like? What do I want to do that anyone would want to watch? And then here I am today. This particular Upokoloko video, again, it's very out of my niche.
Okay.
But I saw the original creator and I loved it.
Wow.
And I was like,
that clip is scary actually.
And I was like, I want to recreate this. And then I called my costumier, the woman that does the woman that I reach out to get like costume, like proper costumes, right? I called her, and this woman, the thing that is wrong with her is she can never tell you no.
Wow.
This.
Okay.
I told her this is what I want. She said no problem. We're gonna do it.
Okay.
I was like, God, okay. And then we started, and she sent me my costumes. I had no idea what I bargained for. Again, I just did it, and then another content, a Nollywood parody, I did, and it went outside Nigeria on TikTok.
Wow.
It was blowing up in I think US.
Okay.
And then I realized that white people, a lot of people were like, I've never heard of Nollywood. What is this?
Really?
This is amazing.
Interesting.
So you never know who your content will resonate with. I had no idea this Upokoloko challenge that people, I just said, okay, I like to do it. Let me just do it. All right. People love it. So
I honestly, there's just a really great energy coming from young people here in Nigeria now, and in the international community, they're being accepted for even their nuances, you know, those little things that here at home we don't actually appreciate. And sometimes they don't appreciate you at home, they appreciate you outside.
Oh, yeah.
Before we go, Lewis, how's it being on DMW?
It's been great, you know, like I was on the Davido Timeless album.
Wow.
So featured the video.
Nice,
it was nice, you know. We went like global.
Amazing.
You know, so I did a song Easy on Me, featured the video as well this year. And I dropped one with Mr. Keys. There's a lot coming with Crayon, with King Madi.
Wow.
Yeah, so
King Madi's been here as well.
Yeah, King Madi,
she's amazing.
I did a song amazing. She's amazing, trust me. So that's coming this year as well. So
we need to see that performance here on Wake Up Nigeria. Please come around and show us. And please come and do one of your makeup sessions here and show us how you do all that facial makeup. Come show us, come and do a demonstration for us sometime soon, okay? Sure. Thank you so much, Eze and Logos. You've been amazing. We're going to take you to the kitchen. We have something for you to taste.
Okay.
Our chef has been hard at work. You interested in breakfast? Interested?
Yeah, I could taste.
Yeah, you can taste. No wahala. All right, then Wake Up Nigeria is heading to the kitchen before we wrap it up. All right. Let's go, guys. Okay then, we're back in the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. Chef Walia has been hard at work here. So, have you heard of bure? Bure, have you heard of that? Never? So it's a water leaf. That's the Yoruba name for water leaf.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, don't be afraid. So this is bure oloboro.
Yeah.
Got it. So there's beef in here, there's crayfish in here, there's pomo, there's smoked fish. Are you ready to taste? Have a taste of it? What do you think? All right, go ahead. Please have a taste and let us know. Of course, it's paired with eba, which is standard. If you don't know eba in Nigeria, then
normally we use hand, but
well, we're on TV. We're on TV.
I'm going to package it.
All right, then. So have a taste and let us know. Well, this is not content creation, no. Just eat. So what do you think? What do you think?
It's going.
Yeah.
It's going. It's going. It's entering.
Sorry.
Good.
I can taste the iru.
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay then. Now that's what we wanted to. It's slapping.
It's going.
It's entering. Yeah. It's been a tantalizingly tasty Tuesday right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Walia, thank you. Eze, thank you. And of course, Logos, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
We will be back again tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. Y'all have a great day. Bye.